have the hose. It's gonna end about where I want it to end, right here. And as you can see, I have had to fight with my brand new trellis because I don't have the Incredible Mom's stretch arms, so I have to do it from this side of the bed. A little uncomfortable, but I'm gonna do it and I'll be done. May not be as great, but it is what it is. All right. Well, this is perfect. I'll stop right about here. And I bury the end. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is start moving this one around to the fourth and final row of this section, and then move it into the other bed. So I'm going to lay this one pretty close to the trellis because I'm actually planting my squash and watermelon seeds on the other side of the trellis. So I want to make sure they're getting the water. Okay, so I've gotten to, this bed is technically finished. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let this hose travel into the next bed. So some of it will be above ground. And if you're really cool and savvy, I guess you could bore a hole in your piece of wood if you have a double bed such as this. Such as this to make it, stay underground, but that's not really important. A little bit of water will allow me to see that it is traveling, as you'll see when I get done this. And what I'm doing is I'm just literally making a symmetrical, exact replica of the way I did this bed on that side. Nothing special, nothing extra, same exact thing. Again, same size. Gonna get my 4 lanes, make sure everything gets as much water as possible, minus my little extra watering that I'll do if I can tell that some things just aren't getting enough water in some way. That's all I'm doing with this. Just gonna bring it over. It's gonna go all the way down to the other side. It's gonna curve over to a connector piece. And these guys will split off and be the main one. Hey Zay, can you push stop record? Alright, so I've worked down this lane here. I have pre-attached the next 3, what will be 4 lines. I'm going to get this dug around the outside, and then do the middle. It's a lot of work. I'm glad when I'll be done. It's good when things like this you do take the time, and hopefully I won't have to redo it for like 5 years. So, we'll see. We'll see. So I'm all done. Got it all in. Safety warning, if you're going to use a hurry knife, they are very sharp. And although I have done this for about 6 beds. Today, leaning through the jail over there, I cut my thumb. It hurt. And I cut it with the flat side. These guys are cool. They've got the measurements. I don't know if you can see that, but they have a straight side and they have a rigid side. Both very sharp along with the point. So, yeah, be careful if you use one of those. Alright, so right here we have what's called a quick connect. We just got these at TSA. You screw them onto your hose. This is the female side, I believe. And there's a male side and everything connects right in there. So I have these connected to almost all of my soaker hoses. Xavier, can you bring me the hose? And they're great because they make everything easy. So bring me the end. I even have it connected to my wand here. Can you pull that around for me? And my wand actually has an open close, so I'm gonna close that. And so now that's closed off, and then here's can you hold this for me? On here. So all we do here is I remember what I'm doing here. Push down and pull it out. There we go. It's disconnected. This is I think it's just considered this is the female side. All right, over here. All I'm gonna do is, why is everything so easy except when recording? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, you have to pull it back, slide it in, and then it locks. That's what that does. It locks it in. And I'm gonna turn it on, and we're gonna see. I don't pull it on for full power at first. It has to get into the hose. So I'm gonna give it a minute. It starts to flow through everything, and then I go around and I actually check different areas just to make sure. Do a little bit more power. There you go. You can see there. Thank you. You can see right there, it's starting to come through, and it's going through. So the idea is that it's going through both sides. Going through both sides at the same time. And I did this. I don't recommend making one this long normally, but you can see it's working over there. That one's dripping, so that means it's getting all the way over there. You can see right there. Which is fine if it drips, because that just means more areas are getting watered outside of the soaker hose. So it's going around, and I can check to make sure it's getting into one of the areas here. This should be about where the other hose is. I just kind of feel for it until I find it. There you go, I found it. And then just kind of move some dirt away. That just keeps falling. Where is it? Oh, it's not far enough. And you can kind of see the ground's getting wet right there. That's how you know it's working. Now they recommend that you leave it on for, 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how much you're soaking. I will let this run for maybe only 5 or 10. I have nothing planned in here, but at least it'll make sure the ground is wet. It did rain this morning, so I'm not so worried about that, but I don't want my dirt to dry out, even though there's nothing planted in it right now. So I will let it run for a little bit. And even if I let it run too long, which I've done several times, even if I let it run too long, it's okay. We have really good drainage. So it all drains out, and that's my son running away, my 10-year-old. It all drains out. But as you can see, so that one is a full bed soaker hose. So that's that whole bed. I did that way because after I had done these two, and there's one here, and there's one here, I was like, I will be here forever trying to soaker hose water these beds. Now each one of these beds has their own. And they go, again, 4 lanes all the way down and around. I wish I would have separated it so that the water would flow a little faster. Takes it a little longer to get to the end, which is here, because it is one whole long hose with no connectors anywhere. That is a weed amongst my summer early garlic, so we're going to get him out of here. gonna try to get it out of here. That's my summer garlic right there, or early garlic, whatever you call it. Mostly for insect prevention. Turnips and beets, I've never grown them before successfully. I tried last year, and then I grew a artichoke, which encompassed the whole bed and shadowed everything out, and so that did not succeed at all. This is a leak. I have a leak in the middle of my thing. A leak in my boat. Over there we have hardy kiwi. Some more summer garlic. Raspberries. Raspberries. Hopefully we'll keep these guys maintained. I'm not holding my breath after I saw what happened last year. And some radishes that are almost done. I don't know what day they are. I have to check my chart. And that one also has the one connector hose right over there and goes around the bed. So this is editing Brandy. In the background we have my eldest playing at Minecraft, which I'm kind of playing too, but wanted to finish editing first. And I realized I didn't even say goodbye on that video. So that was the end of it, showing you the end of the raspberries, radishes, and the soaker hoses. And thank you for watching. This is a long one, my first long one. And I hope you got some information. Just enjoyed watching me work. It was hot.
Hold right button.
And yeah, see you next time. Bye.